Hello, my fellow loaves, and welcome back to the channel. We are once again going to walk through my $50,000 options and dividend portfolio, and what a difference one week makes. Last week, the market sold off in response to the new COVID variant, but it completely shrugged it off this week with the S&P 500 closing at a record high on Friday. At the same time, the VIX, which is a measure of market volatility, got crushed, down over 35% and closed the week under 20. I have to say, I was not expecting that. In last week's video, I talked about how higher volatility was leading to more expensive option prices, which were affecting the profitability of my positions. This week, the opposite is true, where lower volatility is resulting in cheaper option prices, which means it's time to lock in some profits, and that's exactly what I did. Let's walk through the 4 positions I closed for a profit last week. I talked about setting a closing order for Pepsi at 55 cents, which was roughly half the original credit I received. That trade failed almost instantly at the open on Monday, locking in a $57 profit. Now, if I didn't have that order set, I might have been tempted to wait a little more before closing the trade. And that's why I like setting good till cancelled orders, which keeps things more mechanical and minimizes human emotion, like greed. For IWM, there was basically nothing left in this trade. I closed it for $2 and moved on. For Walgreens, you might remember I already have 200 shares in my portfolio, and I'm selling covered strangles against it. That's both a call and a put. Walgreens was up nearly 6% for the week, which again led to lower option prices, and I decided to close the position and lock $67 in profit, or nearly 80% of the total premium collected. Looking at QQQ, I wasn't expecting to close this position so early, but again, when it hit my price target to close at $100, I'm happy with $138 in profit. Overall, I locked in nearly $300 in profit this week, which isn't too bad, and it also frees up a fair amount of capital for me to put to work if any opportunities arise in the future. Okay, with that, let's take a look at the rest of the positions remaining in the portfolio and how we're going to manage them next week. We are back in my Tastyworks portfolio, and the first thing you may notice is a new position right at the top in AMGN, AMGN. It was one of the few stocks having a down day on Friday, so I took the opportunity to sell a put at 132. Lots of time left in this trade with 41 days to expiration. We're just going to leave it and see how things shake out. Clorox also performed pretty well last week. I've already made a total of $109 on this trade, and it's currently trading at 82 cents. I may look to take this off early if it continues to move in this direction next week. Similar story for Starbucks. I actually have an order to close the position at $30. It's at 35 now, so that may get triggered on Monday or Tuesday if the stock doesn't dip from where it is right here. On to TXN and VFC. I'm going to talk about these together because they're basically the same trade. I have a ratio spread in both positions, which means I may make some money if the price ends up between these two strikes come expiration. Honestly, that doesn't look likely for either position, but because my probability of profit stands at over 99.5% for both positions, I'm just going to leave them on until Friday and let them expire worthless. Finally, Walgreens, my long dividend position in this account. I usually try to sell either a covered call or another put against the position just to earn some extra premium. However, they're reporting earnings on 6 Jan and I don't want to be holding an options position through earnings, especially with the rumors about them wanting to sell off Boots. I'm going to wait and see what the stock does after earnings and then sell something in that direction. In other words, if the stock moves up, I'm going to sell a covered call, and if it goes down, I'm going to sell another naked put. That's it for me this week. By the end of next week, I would have received all my remaining dividend payouts for the year. So I'll be making another video covering all my dividend income for 2021. Do look out for that. Until then, take care and trade safely.